Everybody's fear. What do people think of me? And this is why it's important to do a performance review. And for me, this one is very close to my heart because I am very bubbly. I'm happy and I'm positive. And sometimes people can mistake that and not think that I can actually do my job. For example, it was the first week on the job. I was a manager for the first time and I was only 25 years old. It was my first time in a leadership position and I had no idea that I really needed to understand the business. When the regional manager approached me and asked me how the business was doing, I quickly gave a smile, said nice to meet you, and said the business is doing great. And he looked at me with these eyes, and just like I said in the other lesson, communication is all about body language. He didn't have to say a thing, I already knew what he was thinking. And the feedback that he gave our store manager that I was too happy, I was too bubbly. But she told me, Rochelle, don't lose that about you because that is what makes you different. You are the first pharmacist that we have ever had where our team members all want to come engage with you and even give them your prescriptions. I was able to build trust with my team and the entire store. And at the end of the day, I knew that you can't let what one person thinks about you define you. So often we are our worst critics, but really you need to see not just what you think about yourself, but your team, your supervisors, your leaders, and that's where the 360 review comes into play. Whether things are going good or things are on a decline, a 360 review is a good tool to use to get feedback from other team members, and that could be your leader, your supervisor, and all the people that you work with. It's not just a one-sided review from the leader to that one team member individual. And when you get a 360 review from an entire team, you get to see a high-level picture of what is the trend and find a solution. A 360 review for a leader creates awareness. It sheds lights on areas that you did not know existed. When we use a 360 review on a team member, it was really eye-opening, not just for us as leaders, but also for the individual. The reason why the 360 review worked, it identified areas that she didn't even know was a problem. And in return, we were able to use this feedback to motivate her, empower her to make the change that we needed to see in her. A 360 review is a good tool to see if you could coach someone up or unfortunately coach them out. And what's very interesting about the 360 review is you tend to find trends and you realize that everybody is aligned in some way, all identify similar patterns about that individual. So the 360 review is a really good tool to really shed light on areas that that individual can improve on. And it's not just for the staff, it's also to measure your own progress. For example, if you're having an exodus of team members and you're working that office as the leader, sometimes you have to take a look in the mirror and say, what am I doing? Or what am I not doing to get my team culture together? And if you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable with a 360 review, I totally understand. We had a time where we didn't want to single out that one person. So we had everybody do a 360 review on each other. So I want to challenge you to take the 360 worksheet, apply it, and see how it works for you.